Oh, Dinglehopper, here we go again. Welcome back to Grand Theft Audio Song Brackets, currently doing business as Disney Song Brackets, my show where I take 64 songs from the entire Disney animated canon over the last 100 years or so, break them up into four 16-song regions, form each region into a March Madness style bracket, and have you, the voting public, vote on which song wins each matchup until we arrive at a single champion for each region, at which point we will have a final four to determine which, at the end of the day, is the best song from the Disney animated canon. If you're just now joining us, we have concluded our first round of our final fourth region, which consists of songs from roughly 1967 to 1994, which I've termed the Dark Age/Renaissance for the general time periods of Disney movies that it covers. We had 24 votes this time around. As a reminder, my stretch goal is that if I get at least 30 votes, I'll be singing out a portion of each of these songs. We didn't quite get there this time, so if you'll want to see me debase myself again, you better get somebody else on board to do some voting as well. 60 votes, you get me doing the instruments as well, a cappella. So just to sweeten the pot a little bit there. Anyway, 24 responses this time around. Let's get into it. Our very first matchup of this round saw our number 1 seed, Under the Sea by the Little Mermaid, versus our number 16 seed, Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. This is where I'm going to warn you folks, this region, of all the regions I've done so far, all the rounds I've done so far, has had the most surprising upsets in it. So hold on to your hats. I'm absolutely gobsmacked, folks, because I didn't think anybody liked this Everybody Wants to Be a Cat song, but it's actually won. It has upset the number 1 seed, Under the Sea, by only 1 vote. 13-11 is the final score. The Aristocats will go on to the next round. Our second round overall, we had another song from The Little Mermaid, our number 8 seed, Poor Unfortunate Souls, versus our number 9 seed, Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Two great villain songs. Ultimately, though, the people chose that hunk of man, Gaston. He wins by a margin of 3-1. He wins 18 votes to 6 votes. So, next round we will see Gaston versus Everybody Wants to Be a Cat. Our third matchup, we have our number 4 seed, Part of Your World, also from The Little Mermaid, versus our number 13 seed, The Wonderful Thing About Tiggers, from The Many Adventures of Winnie the Pooh. And again, The Little Mermaid surprisingly underperforming. The wonderful thing about Tiggers is he apparently can just kick a lot of butt. He gets an even greater margin of victory than Gaston did, getting 19 votes to 5 for The Little Mermaid. So, the wonderful thing about Tiggers is he will proceed to round 2. Our fourth matchup, our number 5 seed, Be Our Guest from Beauty and the Beast, versus our number 12 seed, I Want to Be Like You from The Jungle Book. Another upset here with The Jungle Book beating out Beauty and the Beast. We have 16 votes for The Jungle Book versus only 8 for Beauty and the Beast. And honestly, at this point, I don't know where the rest of this round is going to go, but we're going to see I Want to Be Like You versus The Wonderful Thing About Tiggers next round. Our fifth matchup overall, our number 2 seed, Beauty and the Beast, from Beauty and the Beast, versus our number 15 seed, The Best of Friends by The Fox and the Hound. Another upset. Beauty and the Beast receives only 8 votes, The Fox and the Hound 16, and at this point I'm starting to think that maybe people are doing this on purpose. As I mentioned in my previous video, I absolutely can't stand The Fox and the Hound. I can't stand this song, but it stuck with me, and now it's going to be sticking with me even longer. It will be in the next round. Matchup number 6. Number 7 seed, Friend Like Me by the late Robin Williams from Aladdin, versus our number 10 seed, Goodbye So Soon by the great Vincent Price from The Great Mouse Detective. A very thin margin of victory here, folks, but Vincent Price has done it. He's done the unthinkable and outmaneuvered one of the smash hit songs from Aladdin and managed to make his way to the second round. Goodbye So Soon will face off against The Best of Friends next round. It wins this round by a margin of 13-11. Our number 7 seed, The Circle of Life from The Lion King, our number 3 seed, versus our number 14 seed, Whistle Stop from Robin Hood. This has got to be the most trollingest round I've ever seen, because I really don't know how Robin Hood could possibly compare to the majesty of The Lion King, but here we are. The Lion King, it gets only 8 votes again versus 16 for the theme from Robin Hood. I don't know if this is entirely a kid-focused round, if mostly these are people's kids voting, or these are just adults who are tired of all the big Disney songs and never want to hear them again. Either way, I'm just here for the ride. As we go into our final matchup, our number 6 seed Hakuna Matata from The Lion King versus our number 11 seed, The World's Greatest Criminal Mind from The Great Mouse Detective. Again, a very thin margin of victory. 13 for The Great Mouse Detective over 11 from The Lion King. So this is going to be an absolutely bonkers next round here. Because, let's see, if I'm not mistaken, I think everything from The Little Mermaid has been eliminated. Only one song remains from Beauty and the Beast, and the rest of these are all songs that were seeded pretty low. I don't think any seeds higher than the 9th seed made it out alive of this round, so I've never been faced with a situation like this before, but you know what? As I mentioned before, I just kind of have to keep going along for the ride. So, for round 2, our first matchup, number 16 seed, Everybody Wants to Be a Cat from the Aristocats, versus our number 9 seed, Gaston from Beauty and the Beast. Our second matchup will be our number 13 seed, The Wonderful Thing About Tiggers, versus our number 12 seed, I Want to Be Like You. Our third matchup, our number 15 seed, Best of Friends from The Fox and the Hound, versus our number 10 seed, Goodbye So Soon from The Great Mouse Detective. And finally, our last matchup will be number 14 seed, Whistle Stop from Robin Hood, versus our number 11 seed, The World's Greatest Criminal Mind from The Great Mouse Detective. This is absolutely bonkers, folks, but the people have spoken, and I have no choice but to sit back and enjoy the ride. I'll post the ballot in the comments, and I will see you again in probably about a week or so. Have a great weekend.